Ladies and gentlemen, I feel I should start this video off with a bit of an apology. As you can probably tell by the title, this is episode 100 of 10 years ago, a series I started in January of 2010, and it is still, of course, going strong. And I thought long and I thought hard about what to do for episode 100, something special, something to make it unique. And I'm sorry, I just couldn't think of anything special, so unfortunately, for you guys and for me, this is just going to be a regular episode. And what a show to pick to do, eh? The Great American Bash 2005. Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this. It's another episode of your favourite series and of course mine. It's 10 years ago, episode 100, and as we've already established tonight, we are going to be looking at the Great American Bash, which was produced by SmackDown and the WWE in 2005. It is July the 24th, 2005, and we are live at the HSBC Arena in Buffalo, New York, home to many a WWE pay-per-view, and there are 8,000 fans on hand who are lucky enough to witness Paul London defeating Nunzio in a 2-minute match to retain the Cruiserweight Championship in the dark match. I bet you're as gutted as I am to have missed that one. Now, the match is free, this show even is free for American troops tonight, something that commentators will tell us again and again and again throughout this show. One of those, just one of those little thoughts, it might be a little bit controversial, which one of those, if it's so important to him, why aren't all the shows free? Well, it's one of those bits. Anyway, our opening contest tonight is the Legion of Doom, defeating MNM to win the WWE Tag Team Championships. The who? The Legion of Doom? How the hell does that work? I know that's what you're thinking, because of course that's what I was thinking when this started. Of course, Hawk passed away in 2003, but there's a new DVD about the Road Warriors to shill, so here we go. It's Road Warrior Animal, teaming up with Heidenreich! Yeah! Can't fucking wait. Michael Cole says, as M and MNM make their entrance, that MNM's entrance epitomises what America is all about, and then leaves it at that. He doesn't tell us what he means, it's just that. Their entrance it epitomises America. The photographers, red carpet, fur coats, not sure what they're on about. Anyway, the champs out come out first, which bothers the fuck out of me. This match is short and sloppy. There is a double suplex by Animal that gets a big pop, but it's Heidenreich who is your massive guy in peril, which I just don't understand. MNM work his knee, and of course Heidenreich, such a shit worker, he doesn't bother selling it whatsoever. Animal gets the hot tag, cleans house, hitting a power slam that Michael Cole, the fucking idiot, calls a scoop slam, and the Doomsday Device gets the win and the belts at 6 minutes and 45 seconds. Now here's a little one that's might be a little tiny bit controversial, but Taz says that Hawk is watching this and is smiling. Now I don't believe in heaven and I don't believe in afterlife. Now if Hawk is watching Animal win the championship, is Hawk also watching when Animal goes and takes a shit? It's something I've got to ask. Or if Animal's doing his wife, for example, is Hawk sat there going, yeah, give it some? I don't believe in heaven or afterlife. It's one of those things that I'm sure is a comforting thought to some people. I don't think that Hawk is sat watching them. I genuinely don't. And Animal declares the match to Hawk because, I'll give it 1 star because the crowd were into bits of it. This wasn't a very good way to open the show. In the back, Eddie Guerrero is with Josh Matthews. He cuts a great promo where he declares that manipulation is his new addiction. He reveals that Ray's son Dominic will be at ringside, and when Eddie wins, he will reveal his secret to Dominic. More of this later on. Booker T defeating Christian in match of the night. So now Booker T has got rid of that damn sex pest Kurt Angle to Raw, he now has to deal with Christian, who jumped in from behind, having been drafted to SmackDown a few weeks back. Match is okay. excuse me, it doesn't feel like anything special. It feels like a SmackDown main event. The crowd hot throughout though, and don't get me wrong, there are some good moments. There's a great looking tornado reverse DDT by Christian, and a fun moment where the referee is distracted, so Sharmell slaps the shit out of Christian. Christian is vexed and goes to chase after her, but walks straight into a bookend. That is a nice moment. Christian, of course, is one evil motherfucker, so it's chinlock central, it's Healy feet on the ropes aplenty, but in a moment that I just do not understand. Bear in mind, this man has just been drafted to SmackDown, and Axe Kick gets the win for Booker T at 11:32. Like I say, the crowd were hot and that helped, but this felt like, as I've just mentioned, a SmackDown main event. Nothing special at all. 2.5 stars because I'm in a very good mood today. Oh, and Taz proves that he's the biggest idiot alive by the fact, despite that every week he hears Booker T's music, he says, "Sucker, can you feel it?" That's what Booker T's catchphrase is, apparently. Not "can you dig it, sucker." Sucker, can you feel it? Oh, bring back Taz, people say. Oh yeah, great. In the back, Melina is vexed about her boys losing the tag team titles, and she vows to beat that worn-out has-been Torrie Wilson. That worn-out has-been. I'd just leave now if I were you, Torrie. Orlando Jordan defeating Chris Benoit in a match to retain the United States Championship. Orlando Jordan comes out first for the second time tonight. I'm starting to wonder if I should just stop caring about shit like that, because I sometimes wonder if I'm the only person who does. So, okay storytelling as Jordan works the left arm of Chris Benoit. But an issue I have is that at the start of the match, the commentators made a point of telling us that Chris Benoit recently had a little bit of surgery done to his neck. So focus on the neck, surely, not on the arm. Or is that just me? Benoit doesn't bother selling the arm in the slightest, so it makes you one of those, what's the fucking point? Also, the crowd, who've been previously hot for the last 2 matches, couldn't give a flying fuck about this match. Taz, the genius that we've already established that he is tonight, calls a superplex, a top rope superplex. Now, I don't know much about anything, as you guys I'm sure have noticed by now, but isn't a superplex off the top rope a superplex by default? If a superplex is off Brett's rope, for example, is that not a superplex, or is that just a suplex off Brett's rope? I just don't know. Anyway, Orlando Jordan removes the turnbuckle pad and Benoit goes crashing into it, which gives Jordan a fluke win at an eye-watering 14 minutes and 23 seconds. Taz, who really is on form tonight, isn't he, calls this one a phenomenal match. I think he's lying. I'll go 1 star because I'm in a good mood. And get this one, this weird crowd who didn't give a flying fuck about any point in this match, give Benoit a standing ovation after it. Because of reasons. It's the only thing I can think of. Next. God damn. The Undertaker is defeating Muhammed Hussan in an awful match to become the #1 contender to the championship. So Hussan has gone from misunderstood Arabian to straight up motherfucking terrorist since he was drafted to SmackDown in a 6-man elimination match, which we'll talk about later on, to crown the new champion. Like I said, we'll talk about that one later. Taker straight up battered Muhammad Hussan to the point where Hussan bailed. So naturally, being a heel and all that, he went to Ted Long and demanded a title shot because he wasn't eliminated in the match. Teddy made it Long versus Taker at the Great American Bash. Winner is #1 contender. So far, so good, yes? But next week, it's Daivari versus Undertaker, and again, naturally, Daivari gets absolutely battered because that's what happens to people like that. But wait, masked men appeared in the ring. They took out the Deadman and tried to straight up murder him by getting some piano wire and trying to cut his head off. Deeply, deeply unsettling and unpleasant to watch. And this was, of course, taped on May, I don't know why I said that, on July the 4th, 2005. 3 days later, terrorists attacked London by blowing up trains and buses and shit. This giving WWE major problems. UPN, SmackDown's carrier at the time, demanded that Hussan's character was removed from SmackDown immediately and never broadcast on it ever again. Sky, over here, edited this segment out of its broadcast of the show, and basically the worldwide press had a field day with this. I cannot believe that this one was greenlighted. This storyline idea was greenlighted. I genuinely cannot believe that they thought this'll make people buy the pay-per-view. Stupid, stupid. I could care less about what happens in this match. It's the first time I've ever seen this before. I didn't watch wrestling in 2005. By this point, I was living in Barcelona and we didn't have the internet, let alone TV or Sky or anything like that. So, yeah, this is the first time I've ever seen this. Deeply, deeply unpleasant to watch. And like I say, the match is one of those couldn't give a fuck. It's at that proper get off my TV kind of heat, you know? Holy fuck, the masked men come out with Hussan. He cuts a promo, obviously, because he has to, because he's a heel, and he says that if he doesn't win this match, he will never be seen on SmackDown again, which is true. It actually has happened. The match is utter garbage. There is interference aplenty from the masked man and Torrie and all that jazz. Taker gets the win at 8:03 with a chokeslam. Yay! So it's Taker versus either JBL or Batista at SummerSlam. Can't wait for either of those. But wait! There's more. Taker absolutely straight up annihilates the masked man, then hits the last ride through the stage on Muhammed Hussan, ridding us of Hussan forever. I want to make this utter shite that little tiny bit worse, yeah? Cole and Taz put on their own voices for Hussan as he's loaded onto a stretcher, and right, they show Hussan, he's gone through the stage and he's gone on the steel concrete, and then I think Torrie Wilson cuts a promo or something happens in the back. When they go back to Hussan, he's covered in blood that wasn't there before, and it's a bit one of those, where's the blood come from? Why has that happened? And it's not like he's just got a little, it's not like there's a pool of blood behind him from where his head's here. He's got blood all over his shoulders. It's very, very shit looking. It really, really is. But fuck that! An engine starts up, meaning, yeah, while they're showing Hussan being put onto the stretcher, which can only mean one thing, ladies and gentlemen, and that, of course, is the Mexicools defeating the BWO in another rubbish match. So we go from one racial stereotype, a.k.a. Muhammed Hussan, to another one as the Mexicools, because Mexicans mow lawns, don't they, in America? That's what Mexicans do, so naturally, apparently. So naturally, they come out on lawnmowers, and they carry rakes. Yay! I'm watching this on the WWE Network, and my missus is sat next to me. She just happens to look up at this moment and ask why they're riding lawnmowers, and I legitimately can't answer the question as I have no idea. I've never seen this before. Sometimes I fucking hate wrestling. Have I ever mentioned that to you guys? Commentators make absolutely no effort to tell us who the BWO are. You just know, don't you? You just already know. We need something to help keep this feud going. Sorry, I don't know why I've just said that. That's a paragraph ahead. That's about the Rey Mysterio and Eddie Guerrero. I'm reading on ahead just for the lols, you know, because this match is sloppy, disjointed, and far too short. The crowd are into bits of it, so that's something. Stevie misses a dive in the corner, goes bollock first into the turnbuckle. This allows Super Crazy to hit a shit-looking moonsault, and then an awful-looking guillotine drug drop by Psychosis gets the win for the Mexicools at 4 minutes and 53 seconds. Half a star if you're nice, and this is just another generic SmackDown match, and not a very good one at that. So, as the point I was trying to make a moment ago, is Rey Mysterio defeating Eddie Guerrero in let down a match, I felt. But surely this will bring the show up to a level, you know, up a notch, won't it? Because this show's been bollocks so far, hasn't it, lads? So we need something to keep this feud going. That's what I was trying to say in the last match for some reason. Because these two men have met twice on pay-per-view and 3 times on SmackDown. This feud must continue, damn it. So we've got something great for you. See, Eddie Guerrero has a secret about Rey Mysterio and his son Dominic. And he wants really wants to tell the world, but his wife Vicky Guerrero basically pleads with him not to. This will destroy the family, this will destroy our kids. I can't open the window. No, it just doesn't want to open, does it? Hey, carry on. Yeah, so Vicky basically convinces him not to tell the world, so he makes a compromise. Eddie does. I want another match with Rey, and if I win, I get to tell the secret. And if Rey wins, then I'll keep schmutt and I won't say anything. Now this is fucking stupid, isn't it? Because he's a heel. Just tell the fucking secret. It's one of those, why do you need to win a match? It doesn't make any fucking sense. Dominic comes out to the ring with his dad Rey, and he has this expression on his face which is just blank, which is just a... He has that expression on his face the entire match, believe it or not. Eddie demands that they shake hands and hug before the bell. It's pretty creepy. We cut to Dominic a lot throughout this match. I don't know if it's because of the storyline here, but this feels like a step down from their Judgment Day match. There's some good spots. There's a lovely spot where Eddie goes for a razor's edge. Ray turns it into a Rana, which means that Eddie goes onto the ropes. 619 and the leg drop. No, it's not a leg drop. Sorry, it's a senton. That gets a really good near fall. But when Eddie is 3 times in this match, Eddie goes to the outside and like stands behind Dominic and gets Dominic in like a little mini headlock and shit like that. The match just feels like it grinds to a halt, and this crowd, who've been up and down this throughout this one, at the start were chanting "Let's go Eddie" because they're morons, but then later on, you know, whenever this happens with Dominic, they just go, "Look, I don't care about this, get on with the wrestling. I don't care, get on with the wrestling." And the third time they're just like, "Yeah, don't whatever, just do not give a flying fuck." Yeah, like I say, Dominic has one expression that's on his poor little face, which is a blank stare. He doesn't look scared or anything, he just has blank written on his face. Ray is able to get a DDT and a 619, but his leg drop misses. Eddie gets the 2 amigos, turning the 3rd amigo into a brainbuster, which is very dangerous because of course he could have busted his brain. Cole keeps calling Dominic Eddie's nephew, which is new levels of stupid, even for Michael Cole, because as much as they are close as brothers once upon a time, Rey Mysterio and Eddie Guerrero that is, they're not actual brothers, so there's no way that Dominic is... It wouldn't be the 100th episode without one, would it? Come on, folks. Place your bets right now. Even though you already know to the left, look, here it comes. Here it comes, there's an ambulance. Do you want to see it? Look. There, look. Right there. Oh, there's some trees. You won't see it until it comes out. Look, there. Wait. Ready? There it is. Fucking off around the stove. Anyway, I just thought that might make you smile. Proof, damn it. Because I don't know. I mean, I've never actually had a complaint saying I don't think it was actually an ambulance, but you never know. Some people might go, damn it, I had fire engine down. I don't know. Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, because if they're not brothers, he can't be the next. That doesn't look right at all, does it? Look at that. They turn the sirens off as soon as he goes past Marc P's house. Oh yeah. That's what they do. Oh dear me. Frog splash for Eddie, but it takes too long to cover, and Ray's able to roll him up for the win in 15 minutes 39 seconds. Just like, ugh. Bad match, bad finish, don't like it at all. Just not a very good match because, actually no, the thing is, the actual in-ring stuff was all alright. It's just the way it kept stopping really dragged the match down, I felt. Really did not like that at all. Oh, and I'm going to go with, I might get some flack for this one because I'm sure people are going to rate this one a lot higher. I'm just going to go 2 stars. And the thing is, I suppose the good thing about this one is it's not like Eddie's going to go on SmackDown next week and reveal the secret anyway, is it? Huh. JBL is with Josh Matthews. JBL is dressed as Uncle Sam. He mentions that Batista cost JBL a match against the Blue Meanie, which is worth mentioning. You see, Meanie threatened a lawsuit against both WWE and JBL after One Night Stand. Do you remember One Night Stand when JBL absolutely beat the piss out of Blue Meanie? Yeah, threatened a lawsuit. And it probably would have won this lawsuit if it had actually gone to court. But WWE countered and said, look, how's this sound? We'll give you a match on SmackDown, and you can beat JBL in a match, and we'll bring the Blue World Order in for a few matches on SmackDown. And Meanie, the idiot that he clearly is, went, yeah, alright. So Meanie had a match with JBL. JBL beat the piss out of him. Batista comes out, hits the bomb, and Meanie's able to get the win. And he's like, oh, okay then. And we get matches like we've just seen with the BWO going, yay, BWO, woo, Anyway, we'll talk more about that in a second. So Melina defeats Torrie Wilson in a bra and panties match in the semi-main, which is nice. And then JBL defeating Batista in a match. So before I mentioned about how there had been a 6-man elimination match. This match was to crown a new SmackDown champion because of course John Cena was the SmackDown champion. Instead of leaving the championship behind when he was drafted to Raw, he took the championship with him. And of course Batista was on Raw as well, so we had both the champions on Raw. We had no champion here on SmackDown, so we had a 6-man elimination match won by JBL. JBL got royally screwed in what I think is pretty much a dick move by Teddy Long. Teddy Long comes out and reveals, actually, we don't need a new champion because we've already got one. Look, here he is, and Batista comes out. And you're like, what? So JBL is the #1 contender Okay, that's not a good move at all. This match is dull, slow, and boring. Nothing of note happens for the majority of the match. There's a bit of crowd brawling, that doesn't help at all. Neither does a genuinely piss poor ref bump. It allows Jordan to come out and nail Batista with a chair. Jordan revives the ref. Oh, I didn't mention yet, that match with Blue Meanie, JBL and Blue Meanie happened like the week after Batista signed SmackDown. I'm sorry, I'm about that one. Yeah, it allows Orlando Jordan to come out and nail Batista with a chair. Jordan revives the referee, it gets 2. Clothesline from hell, but the referee is just far too dead. And a second clothesline from hell attempted turned into a fucking spine buster. Batista gets a chair, uses it on both of the heels, and gets disqualified at fucking just shy of the 20-minute mark. It's about 1950, something like that. Awful, boring match. I didn't like JBL's title reign very much, but the one thing I suppose that he, looking back on in reflection is, and with hindsight, is that he did do an alright job at having, the bloody brawl last year. That's the type of match I was expecting, and it's not the match I got. This was very, very, very boring. 1 star if you're very nice. Oh, and Batista batters the heels afterwards just because he can. Oh yeah, ladies and gentlemen, Christian versus Booker T was the best match of the night, and that was 2.5 stars. Oh yes, the rest was just a painfully average. Weird booking in the opening contest. I did not expect the Illusion of Doom to win this one at all. And then weird booking again because I don't understand how Christian losing is a good idea. Also, just while I think about it, my drug-addled brain seems to remember that MNM had a long-ass title reign, and it turns out that they didn't at all. That was weird, isn't it? So, hated the stereotypes from Hussan, hated the stereotypes from Mexicools. This was not a very good pay-per-view whatsoever. 2 out of 10 seems far too generous, so I'm going to go 1.5 because, like I say, I'm in a very, very good mood, and it's episode 100. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for sticking with me throughout this ridiculously long-ass series. 100 episodes. Here's to another 100, eh? I've been Marc P. Please hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Please check me out on Twitter, check me out on Facebook, all that jazz. And of course, we'll be back for a TNA pay-per-view sometime in August. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I have been Marc P. As I say, thank you once again so much for watching. There's one thing I want to ask just before I go, if you're still watching, and that is that there is talk, there are rumours, there are circulations, there are discussions, there are talks about bringing back Cashing In, Marking Out, a series that me and Bobby Cash did back in 2012. Me and Bobby Cash are both on good terms now, and we're wondering if there is something that you would like to see. It will be brought back in September. If that was to happen, would you guys be interested? Alright, because if you're not, we won't do it. It's one of those things that if there is the demand for it, we will do it. Alright, I would love to know what you think about that. Let me know on Twitter, let me know down below, let me know on Facebook, anything like that. I really would be grateful. Alright, let me go. Oh, of course, if you're watching this in 2 years' time, that really won't make a lot of difference, will it? I've been Marc P. One last time, take it easy. Thank you so much for watching, and good day. Bye bye, guys.